As I look back on our opening in our original group, there was certainly a lot of excitement because we were doing something really new and different.
Yeah, those first clients weren't easy. I was reaching out and explaining, new bank, see if there's something that we could help them with. Most common response was, hey, congratulations, great news, good luck. I'll give you a call if we, like, where's the warm welcome?
Well, when I first joined the bank, it was interesting because everything that we wanted to do, we had to create it in order to do it.
So we went down Northwestern Highway in groups, knock on the doors. A lot of people closed their doors.
Pat, we got kicked out for a non-solicitation. I'll never remember never forget Pat's face.
That's never happened to you
He was
before,
like,
to get thrown out.
I'm proud I've never been thrown out. And they were like, here's a sign, please leave.
The state of Michigan did shut down, and they told us, well, we're going to delay your opening by 3 weeks. And we're like, no, you're not.
But there was a budgetary crisis, and it was a shutdown. But finally, as soon as we got the approval, it's like, boom, we're opening up the bank next week. Not another day.
Well, our humble beginnings was definitely that one office suite without ceiling tiles and our bathroom key on a rubber band, I think. Taking out my own trash, different things like that.
I do remember crawling under desks to install RDC machines and calling Fiserv's helpline, which was not very helpful. Holly had to implement whatever it is we did downstairs, with all that stuff, all that technology that went into place at the start of the bank.
10 years ago, I was doing like 7 different things.
And it was pretty clear to me that you guys needed somebody, but you didn't really know what you needed somebody to do. So I thought, well, this is the greatest opportunity.
So this has really allowed me to kind of showcase some of the skills I always knew I had, but was never in a position to be able to use.
There was the sweat box, and I had 2 giant windows, and when the sun hit, it was like a sweltering sweat box. And when I requested blinds, there was nobody to hang them, so I hung them. Then they moved me to a new office. Remember when my ceiling collapsed on me in my office? Which was the cave. It was 4 walls, and it was very dark. And I was sitting there, my whole ceiling collapsed on my desk.
Water up there?
The water. Remember when we did those big barbecues on Fridays?
Pat had this theory that if there's smoke, people will see it and they'll come.
The lunches, and we'd have them catered, and we were all out there grilling, and all these people came in for free lunches, and then the senior citizens were there all day long.
They just camped out on that couch you talked
They
about.
sat on the
Free
couch
food.
and they didn't want to leave.
We had some great marketing plans, didn't we, early on? Not really.
I'm super proud about where the bank is, especially because there were times where I was not convinced we were going to make it.
When we first became profitable, and my office was around the corner from Pat's office, and I just remember him yelling, "Woohoo!" at the top of his lungs. We're finally profitable. That was amazing. That was such a good feeling. Finally,
Kind
in
of
the
the
green.
pressure came off.
You have a room full of super headstrong people who can work independently without having, just using your own resources and have a little bit of vision.
As I look back upon our 10 years, certainly it's been exciting and unimaginable how far we've come. But I think the thing we should be most proud about is how we have lived our core values here.
We have put a lot into this. A lot of us have put a lot of our personal selves into this as well as professionally.
I really like to drive around and see our branches. It makes me feel really proud to be part of it.
Going forward, I only see growth for us. We've expanded to Grand Rapids. We'll continue to expand and build out different departments within the bank.
We have faced a lot of obstacles. That whole Great Recession thing, from the very beginning, this was not the easiest path that any of us could have chosen.
And I feel so accomplished, and the bank is accomplished, and Pat and Greg, I have much respect for them to be able to see us through the beginnings, through the middle part, through some tough times, and to where we are right now.